everybody out there. Welcome to episode 36 of Brian's Basement. My name's Brian, this is my basement. And if you're new to the show, well, every week we do something silly, or we do something somewhat songwriting related down here. We have guests from time to time. But today we're going to do the instrument grab bag. This has been a show that people have requested to do. I'm kind of nervous about this episode, honestly. But what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about all the various instruments I have. I don't really have that many compared to like a lot of people, but you know, I need to justify keeping them year after year. And with all the decluttering craze going on, now I can say I've used them this year. I've used all of them. And so I need to keep them all. So, so the first instrument, we'll just jump right into it, is this Roland electric keyboard. And this one is kind of the reason why I decided to do the show. Because like I said, I was nervous to do it because I'm not really good at playing these instruments really. But I really wanted to showcase this because I've spent hours upon hours restoring it back to a workable condition. It weighs about 700 pounds because this is a 1990 keyboard that I bought about 15 years ago for $100. And it kind of languished. Apparently, not only cars when they sit, cars when they sit, they get damaged and they break down. But that also happens with keyboards. And when my mom was like, "Get this piece of crap out of my basement," all of its keys were stuck together with the sticky glue, and none of them worked, and it was a disaster. So I ended up I took the whole thing apart and I cleaned all of the keys, and I had to even do some creative wiring here. These are, I don't know if you can see behind the mic, but these are like that's a power jack that's bypassed in, and then this is a power cable. Or a power button that's bypassed in because the original power button and power cable broke. So now it has power, and it works, except for 5 keys. I couldn't get 5 keys to working. I think that was a circuit board problem that I can't fix. But hey, it's doing something now, and I'm really personally just proud of taking it apart and nearly breaking it 100 different ways, but it always came out. So I'm really proud of this. I'm really happy that it's working. So I wanted to share this with you, and if that means I have to play all these instruments below average, then it's worth it because this is the star of the show. My old friend is back. So what we're gonna do is I'll play a song on some of these, and I have some other ones, and we'll play some games, and we got a Brian's Boombox. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know what's going on. Say hi in the chat. Kim says hi in the chat array. So
I didn't say hi.
No, you didn't. Who is that?
That's me.
It is you. That's what I said.
But it wasn't hi.
Oh, it doesn't say hi. I can't read what it says. Oh, is it? Okay. Anyway, if you all want to say something in the chat, please do. Tell me what you're up to. I'd love to hear it. New and old friends alike. So anyway, I'm going to play a song. I'm going to try. This is a song called Beautiful People. So this is where the beautiful people go. Perfect houses in perfect little rows. They hear music on HD stereo. This is where I make my home, in a tiny house on a pockmarked road. I get bad reception on the radio. Listen closely, you can hear it through the static. know it takes a special kind of spirit? Playing songs even though no one else can hear it. So this is where the beautiful people drink, with their perfect hair and perfect shirts of pink. But don't you dare ask them to think. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So who are you? Are you beautiful, or are you like me? Are you crystal clear or a little bit fuzzy? Are you with them or are you with me? Whoa, whoa. But listen closely, you can hear it through the static. Quiet voices in basements and attics. Don't you know it takes a special kind of spirit? Playing songs even though no one else can hear it. So who are you? Are you beautiful or are you like me? Are you crystal clear or a little bit fuzzy? Are you with them or are you with me? Whoa, whoa. Listen closely, you can hear it through the static. Quiet voices in basements and attics. Don't you know it takes a special kind of spirit? Playing songs even though no one else can hear it. All right, so this is my keyboard. And I'm so glad that it's kind of working, and I was able to dodge the dead keys well enough. The dead keys weren't the problem; it was the live ones that were the problem. But anyway, I'm gonna move this out of the way, and then we'll get started on our first guess the song game. Just gonna slide that over there. Do one of these. It's the magic of Hollywood, everybody. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Throughout the show, I've got some funny little instruments that I didn't want to play full songs on, but I wanted to show everybody. And so we're going to play Guess the Song. So this first instrument is called a stylophone, and I'll bring it closer to the camera. I won't be able to talk, but I'll bring it closer to the camera. But this is a thing. It's an instrument that you play with a stylus, and it has a wire on it, and when you connect it, it makes a noise. So I'll bring it up for a closer look. Anyway, this is a stylophone. I got this for Christmas a couple years back. But I'm going to play a tune, one of my songs, and if you guess it in the chat, you get 5 Brian's Basement bucks. So, yeah. So this is the first song. The first guess a song. It's pretty easy one. I expect y'all to get it. All right, that's it. So that's what the stylophone sounds like. I've used that in exactly one recording. Let's see. I know there's a delay. Oh, Mom's got it. Mom's got the Brian's Basement Bucks. Yes, that was the house on Edgar Street. Congratulations. You know what? If you just put it in there, you get the Basement Bucks. You don't even have to be first, but yay! Okay. What's up next? What is up next? I don't even know. Oh, God. Okay. So, this next instrument is also... Everything that the pattern here is it's all very old and very crappy. But maybe the oldest and crappiest thing I have is this. What is this, you say? This is actually an old Mountain Dew box. So there's like a syrup bag that goes in there. This is for like a restaurant. I got this when I was working at Wild Mike's. But it's a really sturdy cardboard box. And I brought it home one day because it has such a nice bass sound quality to it. It's kind of probably hard to hear, but usually what I would do is I would just take a mic and drop it down in the hole and then play it like this. And I actually played this at a place downtown for a while with a friend of the show, Stefan. He would play his guitar and I would play this. And then sometimes I would play the spoons. And then we got fired, and you can probably imagine why. But I really like this because this is the ultimate of minimalistic instruments. It is really just a box with a hole in it. And I'm going to play a song, and I kid you not, this is the one I've had trouble with the most, is playing the box. My rhythm's just all goofy this week, so please forgive me. And that's the last I'm going to say of me being bad. We're going to put on a smile and power through it, and we're not going to, no put downs. That's what my mom says. No put downs. No put downs. Anyway, here it goes. This is a song called Haven't Seen the Sun in Days.
We're not guessing anymore?
No, you guess only on the crappy instruments.
Oh.
Kim says we're not guessing anymore, but you not crappy, but the little ones that the ones you shouldn't play a full song on as I play a cardboard box. So here we go. This is called Haven't Seen the Sun Days. Oh, I wonder if it ever will cease. All these rain clouds seem to follow me. Clouds as far as these eyes can see. And I haven't seen the sun in days. I haven't seen the sun in days. I haven't seen the sun in days. Levee held back all the water it could. Now there's rubble where it once stood. The world's a floodplain and we're all driftwood. And I haven't seen the sun in days. I haven't seen the sun in days. I haven't seen the sun in days. I remember when the world was bright. The hills were bathing in golden sunlight. Now we're stuck with artificial night, and I haven't seen the sun in days. I haven't seen the sun in days. I haven't seen the sun in days. Okay, so that's a box. That's a box. Made a lot of money playing that box, though. Probably more than any other instrument down here, which is a really amazing thing. Okay. Well, that was neat. Let's see what we got. Oh, you know what? Hope you all have a beverage. I've got my War on Christmas cup, and I've got some peppermint tea in here. So I want to know what's going on. Oh, there's lots of things going on over here. Kristen says it was awful taking piano lessons at the same time as Brian. He was a golden boy, and the piano teacher loved him. Yeah, well, as you can tell, my piano skills have degraded, but in an interesting way. I was more comfortable playing the rhythm with the right hand and the notes on the left hand, which I think is similar to like how like a strummed instrument is, right? And so I was like doing a lot of crossover stuff, which I don't really do, but it felt right now, and I was like, well, it's going to have to do for now. So it's almost like I have to learn it all over again, which I've been meaning to do. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Jake, House on Eric Street. Jake's the leading Brian's Basement Bucks winner right now by a long shot. So that's good. And Jake says a DIY cajon. Sort of, yes. A cajon is a box you'll see drummers play sometimes. They sit on it, and it's a good for like small gigs and stuff, and they have snares in them, so they kind of sound like a full kit. But actually, like cajon means box in Spanish, I think, and so that is basically the origins of what the cajon is people just taking or it doesn't mean drawer. It means something where it's just like you take the wooden crate or the box out of. Dump the fruit out or dump your underwear out, and then you just start playing it like an instrument, and that's kind of where that came from. So yeah, the piano teacher being scared. Yeah, I was scared of her too because I never practiced, and it showed just like it always does. Funny how that happens. Okay, let's do another guess a song here. What's up next? What we got? Okay, we'll do this one because we got Jake in the chat. So we've talked about this little guy before. This is a kalimba, and this is something that Jake sent me, and it's a really cool instrument that you just kind of pluck it. I'm gonna try to play a song on it. This one is hard for me, but I think you'll be able to guess it. Okay, here we go. I almost did it. I almost made the whole time, but that's probably the best I've ever played it. So let me know what you think that is. Oh yeah, Kim says cajon means drawer. So there you go. Pull a drawer out, dump your underwear out, play the instrument. Okay, anyway, if you can guess that song, let's put it in the chat. Get some Brian's Basement Bucks. It's 5. Well, the last one was 5. This one is worth 6. So it's going up. Going up. Get your Brian's Basement Bucks. Let's see what's next. Where'd my notes go? Oh, here they are. Oh boy. Okay. Here's the one that everybody wants to see. And this one has some stories to it. Oh boy. All right. What is this? This is a concertina. Is that what it's called? Accordion. It's an accordion is what it is. And I bought this accordion when I was in Europe during a high school trip. And the funny thing is I bought it in Europe, but it was actually made here in the U.S. So that was kind of a runabout way to do that. But it was funny because I saw it in the store and I was like, oh, I want this. It was in Italy and, there's lots of accordions there. And I was like, I want this. And the shopkeeper didn't believe me. Thought I was just being a tourist. And I was like, no, I want to buy that. And so I had already run out of money, I think, and I think my mom wired me more money. Thanks, Mom. Look at what a good use it's going to. And then I lugged this thing around with all of my luggage throughout the rest of the trip. And then I remember trying to figure out how to play it on the train. And then so I got it home, and but it's a really difficult instrument to learn. It's probably the hardest instrument that I've ever tried to play because you have to play not only 2 different interfaces. This is keys, like a piano. Over here, they're pegs, though. And they all correspond to a note, or a chord, or another chord. And so, and then you also have to control the airflow the whole time. You can actually do a lot just with you can do a lot of rhythm just with the bellows. So you have to do all of these things, all 3 of these things, and you can't see what you're doing. It's one of the only instruments that you can't really, definitely over there, I can kind of like that. So it's really hard to play. And my extent in playing it is mostly, I learned some Christmas carols on it one year, and that was funny, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and stuff like that. And I put it on recordings, and one of the songs I put it on was this song called Super Glue. But it was just the solo. I just played the solo over here. And but it was really fun because that song I got to play it live at a friend of the show Stefan's wedding, and it was one of the highlights of my musical life. And I had to relearn how to play it, and I had to do it. It's the only song I actually really know is the Super Glue because it's the one I have to practice. But the thing about it is that accordion is made to play like polka music, right? So like really choppy stuff, because it's not made to do long, drawn out things. I would imagine someone skilled could, but like traditionally that's how it's played. So like it would actually be better for a song like Escapist, where like, I wanna be a loner, I wanna be alone, I wanna be a drifter, drifter wherever I go. More choppy like that and upbeat. Super Glue is not that, so I still haven't really figured out how to play it well. But I'm gonna play. I can play the solo part, and I can play the chords, and I'll sing it to you, the best I can. So this is Super Glue on the accordion. I want you to. Is that right? That's in the wrong key. Hold on. Gotta find the right peg. This is what I'm talking about. There's like a one peg that has an indent on it. It's like, that's how you know where you are. And I lost it. There we go. There we go. I need you, super glue. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me tighten this up. Slipping around. There we go. I need you, super glue. fixing all these little things so I don't have to buy them new, and to fill the little cracks I find in my life, my super glue. I want you super glue, slathered all over my life so I don't fall apart in two. And I think I'll keep it all together with you, my super glue. What am I going to do when you're all but spent out with me, and there's nothing but an empty tube? What the hell am I supposed to do without you, my super glue? Well, once we got started, it got a little better. But yeah, that's my accordion, and that's the only song I know on it. It's a instrument that will keep you humble, that's for sure. And if you ever see a dude rocking the accordion at the Hofbrauhaus, that dude's no slouch. The dudes that play the accordions there are the real deal. It's a difficult instrument to play. So another one that I really should get out more and practice. So yeah, I love the color too. It looks like a Hot Wheels car. Okay. Yeah, or a bowling ball. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do Kim, how about a little bit of Brian's boombox here? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wow. Brian's boombox this week. We have Duty Now for the Future. Oh, I can't see it. But it's an album by Devo. This is their second album. Devo is the band that's famous for their song "Whip It" and wearing what looks like red plant pots on their heads and playing crazy synthesizer rock music. But I heard about Devo. Devo was on my radar after watching a skate music documentary, and they're talking about how this is the late 70s, early 80s. Before there was punk music, bands like Devo were kind of the thing that you would get beat up for if you liked it, if you were like a Devo fan, and all the jocks would come and beat you up. And so like skaters really actually took to Devo, which you wouldn't really think. So I started listening to them, and this album in particular is right before the one with Whip It on it, their most famous one. But this one is cool because it's all about like being a corporate like slouch and having to do, get ground down by the system. But it all sounds, and I actually talked about this last week, it all sounds like Sega Genesis music with like guitars and drums. And so like it even starts off with like a synth instrumental that sounds dead on like a boss battle in my old Sega Genesis. And I think that if I heard this a long time ago, it would have really changed the trajectory of the kind of music that I play. But I really like this album. I've listened to it a bunch of times this past week or two. And my favorite songs on it are Blockhead, Smart Patrol / Mr. DNA, and it's called like My Baby Gave Me a Surprise Today or something like that. Those are my 3 favorite songs on the album. So take a look, Devo. It's got their lyrics are like funny. They're just kind of like goofy and weird, and they're pretty like repetitive, and they've got the real rhythmic sound. So I recommend it. Devo, Duty Now for the Future. That's the pick this week for Brian's Boombox. What's going on? Okay. Oh. Dad says Pontoon Bridge. He gets it. He gets the 6 Brian's Basement Bucks. Wow. Big guess. Good job. Way to pay attention. Cool. What do we got next? We got another guess of the song, I guess. What do we got next? What do we want to play next? We'll play this. What?
I said there's so many options.
Oh yeah, there's so many options. This is an Irish penny whistle, and last week Mike O'Malley talked about this as an Irish instrument, and I got this in Ireland when I went there too, and it was like €1. It's just like in a junk store, just some tourist store, but it is like a traditionally Irish instrument. It's kind of like a recorder if you remember those from school, and it's like made of metal, and I keep it on my desk and I play it sometimes, and so. Yeah, it's fun because it's all in one key, just like the harmonicas, and what's the other instrument I play? It's always in one key. A drum. but yeah, so I'll play a little song on it. The song I like to play most is "Fool on the Hill." You know that part? Do 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 do. I'll have to relearn it every time I play it, but it's a fun thing to figure out. So. Let me see if we can do this. Let me just figure it out real good. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready for 7 Brian's Basement Bucks? So yeah, there you go. That one's on the 2 recordings ago. That's on the what's that called? Why Can't I Find My Way album. So there you go. There's that. Okay, cruising right along today. What's the next instrument we're gonna play? Oh, we're gonna play this. Now we've seen this one a lot on the show. This is a friend of the show bass guitar. Kristen's got it. New Mexico. That's right. Dreams of New Mexico. Good job, Kristen. Wow. Kristen's got a lot of Brian's Basement Bucks too, Jake. You better watch out. She's coming for you. All right. But I've talked a lot about this instrument. This is and it's not going to stop me now, but this is a very entry-level guitar or bass guitar. It's like $100. I got it in high school. While palling around Willis Music with Alex, friend of the show Alex, and because I thought if we're gonna start a sweet band someday, we're gonna need a bass guitar. And I've carried it with me all through college, and now I use it as it's probably my songwriting. Still, I'm getting better at it. I've noticed that when I did Song a Day in May, and I did Song a Day in May, and I did every song on this. Every day I wrote a song on the bass guitar with words. And by the end of it, when I went to record my latest recording, I was like, I'll try to play bass. I usually avoid it, but I was like, and it actually worked. And I was like, wow, when you practice something, you get better at it. Just why I'm not good at any of these other instruments. Okay, so we're gonna turn this on. And I actually fixed it, because if you remember, last time this was on the show, it was horrible and crackly. And I opened it up and fixed it. I've been doing a lot of that lately, as you can tell. So I'm going to play a song from the Song A Day in May. I'm going to use... Whoop. And this is one that I liked a lot. I'm sure I've already played it on the show. But I like it, and I'm still working on it. I think it has potential. It's not quite done. I think it's a little bit on the nose. But this is a song about... I tried to write a song like Randy Newman writes. He writes songs from like ridiculous characters from based on caricatures of real people. So this is my version of that. I don't know. I think it's called. It doesn't really have a title. I would call it Kids these days, I guess. I think that freedom is the entitlement to do what I want, no matter what. That's why the wars were fought. And I think a patriot is someone never admits there is wrong with the place he's from and hangs a flag in their lawn. And I'm so damn tired of kids these days telling me that it ain't right. Oh, the way I was raised and how I live my life. They don't know the pain I faced. And I worked so hard, but nobody noticed. I want so bad for someone to notice me. I think that courage is always sticking to your guns, although they're loaded with duds. Change the topic and run. And I think integrity is never ever admitting fault. Let someone take the fall. Keep throwing shit at the wall. And I'm so damn tired of kids these days telling me that it ain't right. Oh, the way I was raised and how I live my life. They don't know the pain I faced. And I worked so hard and nobody noticed. I want so bad for someone to notice me. I think generosity is letting immigrants die in oppression to teach them a lesson and claim they stole my profession. I think compassion is let a man OD on opiates. He deserves what he gets. He don't deserve my 2 cents. And I'm so damn tired of kids these days telling me that it ain't right. Oh, the way I was raised and how I live my life. They don't know the pain I faced. And I worked so hard, but nobody noticed. I want so bad for someone to notice me. And I worked so hard, but nobody noticed. I want so bad for someone to notice me. All right, here's that. And the guitar worked the whole time. How about that? Well, let's see what you guys are doing over here. We got, Jake says Dreams of New Mexico. You get Brian's Basement Bucks too if you just say the name. It's good marketing. Okay, well, Hope everybody's doing well out there. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I did. Had to go, and it snowed. Snowed here today. How about that? I love the snow. And, last night I caught a mouse in the house. Wouldn't you know it? And it did. I had all these traps to catch it. Didn't catch it. Didn't go in a trap. Guess how I caught it? I was going, I was going into the kitchen. I heard some rustling. And from the garbage can, grabbed a baking sheet, plow, put it right on top, pulled it out. This is like ninja stuff. Got trapped in the garbage can under a baking sheet. Can you believe that? It's amazing. So that's the exciting thing from my world. So mouse traps, waste of money. You just need a baking sheet in the garbage can. All right. And then it says, I would like to hear kazoo and washboard as well. Well, good spot on the washboard. Yeah, this is a washboard. A friend of the show, Kristen, got me this, I think. But I'm not really good at playing it. But I still like to have one. And I really should experiment more with it. You know what? One thing I did with it one time is I put it on the ground and put a bunch of pennies on it, and then I used it to tap my foot. That was a cool sound. So yeah, but sorry, unknown. No kazoo tonight. We play enough kazoo on the show that we don't need to be reminded that that's a thing that happens. All of this is embarrassing enough we don't need the kazoo. I played a cardboard box, for crying out loud. All right. Anyway, what's this? Oh, this is a trombone. This is probably the first instrument I could really call mine. And this is from school band, 5th grade, 5th grade. Started playing the trombone. Mom got me a trombone. How nice is that? And I still have it. And it's looking a little bad these days, sitting in the old case most of the time. But last time I played this was New Year's. Busted it out to play some Auld Lang Syne badly, because it was New Year's. You know what that means. So anyway, I'm gonna play a song, and I did play trombone all the way through high school and in college. So basically, I played the trombone back in middle school, back in high school, and back in college. So there you go. Guess this song. Guess that song. And what does that say? Oh yeah, Kim definitely needs a guest star in Brian's basement with the trumpet. That would be great. We should have done it tonight. Yeah, Kim sees me play trombone. She's like, "That's the man I fell in love with." But yeah, cool. So guess that song, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna play my last song on my last big song. We've also seen this on the show before. This is technically my brother David's. I don't know why I have it, but it was at my house, and I got strings for it, and I started learning how to kind of play it. And I was working on some different techniques, but I'm not ready for those yet, so I'm just gonna play it normal for you. This is a song off my last recording. It's called The Basement. Come speak to me a while in the basement. Come creeping down the creaky wooden stairs. Let your eyes adjust to the newfound dimness. Fill your lungs with the cool and musty air. And it's comforting at first, the quiet and the dark. But my presence is unnerving and strange. Oh, you never planned to stay long, but I cannot let you leave. Don't go upstairs, stay down here with me. This is the dominion of your childhood imagination, where you and your siblings used to romp and play. Down here you don't have to worry about breaking things, 'cause everything is broken in some way. And I remind you that I didn't always sit here. Oh, my throne is just the old couches from upstairs. Fine that you're forgetting the times before we'd meet. Don't go upstairs, stay down here with me. Got that old TV and the old video games. You can read the books on the shelf you've already read. We get a few AM stations down here clearly, and it's better than listening to the voices in your head. But distraction turns to mindless consumption. I've got a skipping record we can listen to for hours. Embrace the numbing feeling, I think it's just the thing you need. Don't go upstairs, stay down here with me. Up there, they've got murders with broken badges. You got their accomplices beating the shit out of peaceful folk. And there's 100,000 people coughing to death, while keyboard jockeys claim that it's a hoax. And I'll whisper the words of cruel and thoughtless people. We can board up the windows and let a little light in, and you'll argue for compassion. I'll convince you of defeat. Don't go upstairs, stay down here with me, where we'll contemplate the morality of fences and compare ourselves to broken old machines. We'll sip the beers that leave us worse off than they used to, and pontificate on what it all means. And your words will echo off bare concrete walls and settle like nothingness with the dust on the floor. I'm mocking you and laughing, and you know I'm not unique. Don't go upstairs, stay down here with me. And you shout, you find our conversation tiring. And you stumble to the stairs, an empty shell. Oh, you're a little more broken after every time we meet. Don't go upstairs, stay down here with me. All right. So we've got no guesses for the trombone song. Well, I gave y'all a hint. Said I played the trombone back in middle school, played it back in high school, and played it back in college. Oh, and Kim just wrote that. But yeah, the song was "Eat Me Alive." Back when I was in middle school. Yeah, a little slower, but anyway, that was worth like 1,000 basement bucks. That's really too bad. That's too bad, everybody. But anyway, that's all I've got for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate seeing everybody out in the chat, and thanks for dropping by the basement. We'll be here next week doing something about songs. And in the meantime, stay safe out there. Do something nice for somebody, and take some time to do something fun for yourself. Just a little something. And when you do, make sure you come back and tell me all about it next week on Brian's Basement. Thanks, everybody.